UK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's go time, everyone. Let's head out onto the course. Hello, everyone. Thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. And Beamer, I know we spend more time dwelling on the fun off the course this week in Vegas, but TPC Summerlin, you cannot take it lightly.
We're playing golf this week, Luke? Oh, that's right. That's what this thing is out here. Summerlin. Listen, you know, this is a fun golf course, and I like it too because it's in Las Vegas, and there is a little bit of risk and reward to this golf course. There is a little bit gambler's paradise. You know, you can reduce some of these holes down to nothing with good drives by taking them on, and you could also, you know, crap out if you hit the wrong shot at the wrong time. So I think that Summerlin is one of those golf courses when you get on a heater, when you get on a good roll, you can take it as low as anybody. But if those birdies aren't coming early and often, you just feel like you're getting run over.
Always got to give it a bit extra out the rough.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, that's almost a gimme. Great chip. And with another hole behind us, he continues to challenge Rose Zhang for top spot on the leaderboard. Take us through the tee shot at number 2, Rich.
Yeah, downhill, dogleg right, par 4. Got to avoid those bunkers on the left-hand side. Fairway does pitch from left to right, so the canyon on the right can see some action. And from there, your second shot is downhill to a green that sits a little bit from left to right and from back to front.
He's setting up for his second shot.
Downwind on this shot.
Okay, clubbing down.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. 19 feet to the hole. John, have you got a read on this one?
Looks like this one's going left to right.
And that makes him tied for first. Well, Rich, the third place is a very strong par 4.
Yeah, par 5 for the members, par 4, though, in this tournament. Tee shot out to the right-hand side, very generous area indeed. But the second shot, straight back up to the hill. You got to carry a canyon and a deep bunker fronting this green. This green is historically a little on the firm side as well, so getting it close with your second is nearly impossible.
Well, there's some great new stars in the women's game, but Rose Zhang's really one of the brightest out there. She stepped right up onto the big stage early in her career, but she just seems to be going to another level right now.
Well, it was astonishing coming right out of the amateur game and winning so quickly her first start on the LPGA Tour, and that just doesn't happen. You know, who does that? I mean, a handful of players in the game have ever done that, and to watch her go out there and just kind of make that move seamlessly, that's only for world-class players, which is exactly what she is. I just can't wait to watch her progress and see exactly what her limit is, because right now I don't think she has one.
Well, let's go back and have a look at the fourth hole. It's quite a big, long par 4.
Yes, down the hill, big bunker on the right-hand side. Those trees on the left also in play for wayward shots. Second shot plays downhill to a green with no bunkers on the left-hand side, but a massive false front over there that must be avoided.
Playing from around 110 yards out. Just one stroke off the lead. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Even for the day.
From long range here, looking to get it close.
Looks to have some good speed about it too. Just one off the lead after that hole. Now we've arrived at the 5th, Rich, the first par 3 here at TPC Summerlin.
A little downhill par 3, got a canyon fronting this green that shouldn't come into play, but that bunker front right, that could see a lot of action, especially when the pin is back right.
It looks so good for so long, but now it's first cut.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Big par saver coming up for this fella. John, have you got a good read on this one?
Well, this putt will start out pretty straight and then take a little left turn as it nears the hole.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Well, the 6th at TPC Summerlin isn't a long par 4, Rich, but it's a challenging one.
No bunkers on this hole, a unique feature. However, desert everywhere. Take out a fairway metal, maybe even low driver, chase it up the fairway. Second shot to a plateau style green. There's a little backstop at the back of this green that you can use when the pin is in the back portion of it.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
Okay, good start at the junction. It's going to indicate right.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Before we move to the next, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And there is past Open champion Brian Harman occupying top spot. Well, Rich, at the 7th, are the big hitters thinking of carrying the corner here?
Only the biggest hitters in the game have any thoughts of carrying those trees down the left-hand side. Mere mortals like us bail it out to the right, find the heart of the fairway, and just a short second shot back up the hill. It's birdie time.
Around 110 yards to go.
Pro tip, when it's breezy, swing easy. You're welcome.
Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
A big breaking putt. This has started perfectly.
Oh, that's well judged. He had the right speed there. Easy 2-putt.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Currently at +1 for the tournament.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
And as we head over to the 8th, there's a great vibe on this par 3.
Oh, this is a scary par 3. Long down the hill, canyons right, bunkers right, bailout areas over to the left-hand side, a little low area right there. A big green, but it's flat.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got about 29 feet from here, I'd say.
Well, that looked like a confident stroke. That one's going to turn out pretty well, I think. Well, I don't mind this par putt. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. Just 2 shots back after that hole. As we head to the 9th, a lot of players are thinking a genuine birdie hole, but maybe even an eagle's possible.
Oh, this is a birdie hole. Par 5, reachable by everybody should they find the fairway. You got bunker left, trees out to the right-hand side. Thread that needle. Second shot into a green that's protected nicely with a couple of bunkers short and to the right to a green that's got a lot of movement. 2 different shelves, 1 left and 1 right. That dog will hunt.
This one might just go in the hole.
And this putt to move into a share of first place. And that will take him now to even par. Well, the second 9 here at TPC Summerlin is filled with great scoring opportunities, but you need to keep the ball in play.
Driver may not be required here, just down the left-hand side, keep it in play, avoid that bunker. And the second shot plays downhill to a green that chases away from you, so be mindful of that. Maybe take a little less club.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Fairways and greens. Easy game, isn't it?
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
He's currently in a share of top spot. Well, the 11th is a strong par 4, isn't it?
It is. You have bunkers both left and right off the tee. A narrow landing area indeed. And the second shot is to a green that's hourglass in shape with a runoff area in the back that will bring bogeys and double bogeys into the equation.
Standing over his second shot.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. Hey, that's a chance. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Well, the tee shot at the 12th certainly asks you to position the ball very smartly.
It does. Driver normally not needed here as the fairway runs straight downhill towards that water. Lay it up out to the right someplace. A short, sometimes mid-iron required for that second shot. Keep it left because that green does tilt from left to right towards that water.
From around 120 yards here. Yeah, nicely played. Ooh, right on 20 feet. This is a great momentum putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You gotta love a downhill left-righter.
Par putt coming up here. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Oh, we talked about scoring holes at TPC Summerlin, and 13 is where it really starts to get going.
Oh, open it up. Tee it high, let it fly, let the big dog eat. Whatever you say, do it. Give her full attention on this tee shot. Wide open fairway. And from there, the hole does dogleg a little bit from right to left. You have to carry some bunkers and some trees down that left-hand side if you're going to find the green. This is a bomber's delight right here. You're thinking birdie all day long.
Well, this one will be a bonus. Putt from around 19 feet.
Looking good.
This one's got some momentum to it.
Oh, no!
And just a little bit of work was all that was needed to finish up there. And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1. 14 requires some real precision off the tee.
It does. A little devilish par 3 downhill. It's got runoff areas behind the green that you want no part of. You got to play it smart here. Find the heart of the green. Give yourself a good look for 2.
Opting for the 9-iron. This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Just a 4-footer remaining.
This is for par.
He's currently sitting in first place. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is one of my favourites, Rich. A drivable par 4.
The drivable par 4 all day long. If you miss it way left, though, you have some canyons that you may not like. But other than that, those bunkers that surround the green, all 5 of them are just fine. They're deep, but everything is uphill, and the green is usually soft enough to get the ball close no matter where the pin is located.
Putting for birdie here. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Pretty sure this putt should move to the left.
And that putt will drop. Well done. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. So we head over to 16, one of the shorter par 5s and a terrific opportunity for the field.
Yeah, I got to say that this hole historically, it looks easy. It's short, it's a par 5, but there's something about that pond that makes players squirm. Find the fairway, generous area once again, but that second shot, once you land it on the green, that green is rock hard, and it will go chasing into the back bunkers, but don't get greedy. Never come up shy of this green. You'll be kicking yourself all day long.
Sitting at 2 under. Well, this one's right at the pin. That should set up another chance. 5 feet coming up to the cup. That will drop, and it will extend the lead. And he moves to 3 under with that one. Well, after having a run of birdieable holes, we step up onto the 17th tee here at TPC Summerlin.
And it's a scary par 3 down the hill, water on the left-hand side. Most players bailing out to the right-hand side of the green, oftentimes finding that bunker, which then becomes a little dicey as that green goes from right to left towards that water.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Oh, this is an outside chance. Maybe a lag putt even. He's got 30 feet. And a relatively good putt from that distance.
Wanted to get it up to the hole, but was just unable to up that slope.
Just a simple tap in for par on this one. And as we move to the next hole, our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. And the closing hole at TPC Summerlin. Rich, it's a fascinating tee shot, isn't it?
Pick a spot in the distance you're comfortable with. You can chew off a ton of yardage if you're long enough to carry the canyon down the left-hand side. From there, you've got a green protected by water on the left-hand side. It's not wide, but it's super long, so distance control on your second shot is imperative.
From around 140 yards here.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one. Splash.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see. The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
John, what's the line on this putt?
Pretty sure a little movement to the right in this putt.
3 feet to go here to the hole. And that is the conclusion of his round. And he finds himself on top spot of the leaderboard as this round comes to a close.
Same to you, Luke. See you tomorrow.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time. Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for the final round. Let's head out onto the course. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Lovely to have you with us today once again. And as our day gets underway, the featured player is tied at the top of the leaderboard. Let's see how he deals with the pressure. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Well, that's very crafty, isn't it? He has this putt to save his par. And the putt drops, and we're moving on.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Teeing off on the par 4 second now.
Yeah, downhill par 4, just those bunkers down on the left-hand side there. Fairway does pitch from left to right, so if you can hit a little baby draw out there, that'd be perfect. Second shot, once again, it plays down the hill. Not much danger around this. Even those 2 bunkers there, they really shouldn't be in play.
This shot is about 140 yards out. Going with the pitching wedge here. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. Oh, he's put a pure stroke on that one. Good speed too. Currently 2 under for the event. Stepping up now onto the tee of the par 4 third.
Canyons over on the left-hand side must be avoided at all costs. Anything out to the right-hand side is just fine. Challenging second shot over the canyons, over a deep bunker fronting this green. Not much of a target once you do find the green, so anytime you find it in 2, you'll have a decent look at birdie.
Club up. I like this play.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. How close was that to going down? That's a solid par. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's go to the 4th. It's a par 4.
Downhill par 4 the entire way. Big bunker on the right-hand side. Could see a fair amount of action. Second shot, again, slightly downhill to a green on the left-hand side is one large false front. Got to be long with your second shot.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. Oh, that's a nice looking roll. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Hole 5 is a par 3.
A challenging little par 3 down the hill, deep bunker on the right-hand side that could see a fair amount of action. When the pin's on the left, it's go time. Pin back right. Watch out.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. And he's down there. You got a read?
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
And after that hole, he's ahead by just a solitary stroke. The 6th is a par 4.
Premium on accuracy off the tee. No bunkers, but desert both left and right can be menacing. From there, the shot up the hill to a plateau green. It's got a little backstop there for shots that go long, but anything coming up short, that's not going to be good.
Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Okay, that'll end up pin high.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
Just missing the birdie there. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. And it's a one-stroke par for our leader over the field. We've now arrived at the par 4 7th.
Short par 4 dog leg from right to left. Just find the heart of the fairway on the right-hand side. Once you get to the dog leg, second shot plays uphill just a little bit. Green protected by bunkers both left and right.
His second shot here. Currently in the lead by a shot. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole. So close. Just a short putt remaining here. Currently 3 under for the event. The 8th hole is a par 3.
Oh, this is a scary par 3. Long down the hill. Canyons right, bunkers right. Bailout areas over to the left-hand side. A little low area right there. A big green, but it's flat. Yep, that'll work. That's fine. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Putting for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And now that finds him in first place. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Sitting at -3. Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck. Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Oh, John's been down there calling all the action. We'll have a good read on the lie here.
Yeah, they are deep down into this bunker. It should be interesting to see how they escape this one.
And Rich, he's doing a lovely job out there, taking care of business.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green. Sitting at 3 under par. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Now 2 shots up after that one. Here we are at the 11th, a par 4.
This is a really strong driving hole, probably one of the more difficult ones on the golf course. Bunker left, bunker right, those both are on the player's mind. From there, a second shot to an hourglass-shaped green that's got a runoff in the back portion of it. That, a lot of times, catches players off guard, and that's when bogeys and doubles are made.
Yeah, well played.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
It's looking like left to right putt on this one.
Fair effort, that. Good birdie. And that will take him to 4 under. And after that hole, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard with Xander Schauffele in second. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Yeah, shortish par 4 downhill, but it plays much longer because you don't take driver off the tee normally. You want to take something less, hit it out to the right-hand side, just shy of that water. From there, a forced carry over that water to a green that tilts from left to right towards the water. Be smart here. Don't bring that water in play. Anything out to the left of that second shot is absolutely fine.
Yeah, that's a good line, that one. This is on the tracks. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. A quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first place, with Xander Schauffele in second. We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage.
Oh, open it up. Tee it high, let it fly, let the big dog eat. Whatever you say, do it. Give her full attention on this tee shot. Wide open fairway. And from there, the hole does dogleg a little bit from right to left. You have to carry some bunkers and some trees down that left-hand side if you're going to find the green. This is a bomber's delight right here. You're thinking birdie all day long.
Seven feet to the cup. And so close to the birdie. What a shame. And that should secure the par on this one. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. Par 3, hole number 14. Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it. Lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. This is his 2nd shot. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. And with that, now at 5 under with a few holes to play.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
Here we are at the 16th hole, a par 5.
Very reachable. Find the fairway. Then you have a decision to make. Can I carry this water, and with what club? When it lands on the green, it's firm, it's nasty. It'll probably go over the green, but don't try and be a hero. Try and find anything in the back portion green, even in the bunker is fine. Coming up short, that is obviously not very good.
Needs this to kick a bit left. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
That's disappointing. Lining up the birdie putt here. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will move him to 6 under par. Let's see what happens here at the 17th. Going with the hybrid. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Welcome to the par 4 18th.
18 at Summerlin is a long hitter's dream. The further down the left-hand side you can go, carry that canyon, the shorter your second shot is. From there, you've got a green that is long, narrow, with water on the left-hand side. Distance control with your second shot is an absolute must.
Well, that's right out of the top drawer. A great shot from our leader. Well, that was absolutely met. Great strike. Great shot. If he can hold this, he'll win the tournament.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Don't sweat that last opportunity. Well, at the start of the week, there are a lot of people lining up wanting the win here in Vegas. But this is the player who's come up trumps. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
And Rich, you know all about this. It's hard just to win once on the PGA Tour, but going back to back.
Such a hard thing to do, carrying momentum from one week into the next, but getting it done at the day's end. Truly, truly magnificent.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're in the great state of Texas for the opening round of the Valero Texas Open. Let's get boot scooting. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, right here in the booth. And out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. It's such a fun championship, this one. Love being here for it, and I'm glad you could join us as well. We're going down to the first hole now. Okay, let's see if this one sets the tone for the round today. Oh, that was pure. TPC San Antonio, Rich, is one of the stern tests on the PGA Tour, and you get an examination right out of the gates.
Second shot on this golf course, Luke, is one of the most difficult on this golf course. A deep bunker out to the right. The green runs away on the right-hand side. A tiny target for sure with the second shots.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Sitting at 1 under after that hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
Not bad. Well, that'll work there. 4 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
And that'll see him move up the leaderboard after that effort. Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
It's just about 3 feet away.
This for par.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. The fourth is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4. Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
And he's hit that inside the range. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And that performance will now take him to 3 under par.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The fifth is one of the shorter par 4s on the property, right on 400 yards.
Players must make a decision whether to go for it or lay up short of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. This green is perched above the players ever so slightly, and there's a spine running right through the center of it with a low area on the left-hand side. No matter whether you go for it or you lay up, this is a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Oh, just snuck over the edge there. Just 3 feet to the cup. Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
This lie won't be too bad in the first cut. Oh, the rough might be a factor there. And he's safely on the green with that shot. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. This one might need to curl a long way back from the left. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Leading by a shot after that hole. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front centre of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the third hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area that will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Oh, bold play here. Going with the Chief off the tee. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. You know, the Valero Texas Open is such a hugely popular and famous event in this great state of Texas. I know as a proud Texan, Beamer, this was one you wanted to win at some stage in your life. You get the cowboy boots for winning here. But TPC San Antonio, it really sorts out the players, doesn't it?
It does that and possibly more, Luke. I have to say that coming to this tournament, since its inception here at TPC San Antonio, I was a little dumbfounded on exactly how to play it because there was danger everywhere. It's just one of these golf courses where it's relentless, where you just don't feel like you stand on any particular shot and feel like it's easy. Like you can breathe easily and go ahead and let it go. Maybe on 1 or 2 holes, but that's about it. There is danger seemingly everywhere, especially off the tee around this golf course. Most notably, the 9th hole, where one player hit his first shot to the right, and then it stayed right, and then stayed right, and then all added up to a 16. So there you go. I think that's the highest score ever recorded at a PGA Tour event as well, a 16. Where? At TPC San Antonio.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting this one up from around 205 yards out.
It's a little wayward.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Now, 4 under par. This is a 20-footer. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left-to-righter.
And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. As players make the turn, they find themselves on the tee at the 10th.
Generous driving area on this downhill par 4 that doglegs slightly from left to right. Second shot will be back up the hill to a green that's well protected by 3 bunkers. This is a good birdie opportunity if you find the fairway.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, he's got about 22 feet to go here, guys.
And that's going to be a pretty good outcome, that one, in the circle of friendship. Just a short putt remaining here. Currently a couple under for the round. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots, as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
Yep, that shot safely on the green. This for a share of the lead. Oh, that would have been nice to make.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Rich, this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated and difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by two of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Pretty sure this is breaking pretty hard to the right.
That's a lovely effort, that one. That's a handy putt to make.
And that will take him to 3 under.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
He finds himself with a share of the lead. 13's a long pass for him, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. You come up short, and those bunkers, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, well, you done good.
And from the bunker here. I'm pretty sure he'll be happy to be back on the green. Big putt for par coming up. Oh, that's good grit there.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
Currently at -3 for the round. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
And that one has failed to escape the rough, so he's got more work to do here. Lining this one out from a fairways.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This looks like it's going to go left.
Well, this looks pretty handy. Here it comes, tracking. That hole's done. And now at 3 under overall. As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 185 yards. All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
A quality shot, that. 8 feet to the cup. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. He sits in first position. As we find ourselves at the 16th, a par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough.
A par putt on the table.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 17th is certainly a fun hole. The question really is, should players go for it or lay up?
Depending on where they put the tee box, Luke, most players should be going for this green. Anything just short and left could find that deep bunker fronting a green, but to be fair, that's not a bad miss. The one you want to avoid at all costs is the one on the right-hand side, because nobody, not even professionals, like a 60-yard bunker shot.
Well, that looked good in the air, and now looks great on the ground. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. And he moves to 5 under par. And that'll ensure he remains in first place. Reached the finishing hole here at TPC San Antonio. Very famous with that creek meandering up through the last half of it. It's a great par 5.
Only the bravest of the brave will be going for this green in 2. Just a tee shot down the left-hand side and a layup, a difficult one at that, up the right-hand side. You must avoid the bunkers and the water with your second. Third shot past the creek to a green that sits above you that has 3 distinct tiers on it. Getting it close here requires a deft touch.
Ooh, could be in trouble. Needs to hold that fairway.
Unfortunately, that's going to end up in a tricky spot. Good chance to move to 6 under par here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. And finishing up with a par here today. Well, there you have it, Rich. At the end of the opening round, he finds himself in first place.
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good. No matter the first round, you'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're bringing you all the action from the final round of the Valero Texas Open. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Luke Elvey. Well, Richie's played really nicely and managed to build up a lead going to the final round, which is great, but it's only a small one. This is going to be very interesting.
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
Yeah, that was a safe play. Yeah, it's about 14 feet to the hole. John, have you got a good read on this one?
And this one going left to right there, Luke.
And that should secure the par on this one. Currently in first position. Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
That's a good-looking shot there. And here we are with the third shot. Handy effort, that one. This one's for birdie. Well, that's an early statement right there.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
He'll like to look at where he's standing on this leaderboard.
Stepping onto the par 3 third.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole.
That's a bad break there.
Sitting at 6 under. And he's got it onto the green, but still outside the range. Bit of work left to do. Ooh. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Okay, so that one goes down, but unfortunately for the first bogey of the tournament.
Never a good sign making your first bogey of the tournament. That could be a sign of nerves. More to come. Let's watch.
Ah, absolutely flushed. Second shot here on the 5th. Ooh, right by the hole.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And he's down there. You got to read.
Oh, this is going hard left.
3 feet to go here to the hole. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Leading by a couple after that hole. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly. But still, going in with a short iron into this par 4, a birdie is definitely makeable.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Well, it's a good effort. Just missing the birdie there. Yeah, not much to sweat there. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. As we move to the 7th, it's a par 3. Opting for the 5-wood. Not a bad play, that one. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup.
That came off the blade pretty nicely. Starting to work its way towards the cup.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Time for the second shot at the 8th. Sitting at -6. Okay, that'll work. All the great players make a bunch of these. This is from 15 feet.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, what a putt.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Not a single bunker on this hole. Tee shot is fairly straightforward. Just hit it straight, find the center of the fairway. The second shot, however, gets a little interesting as this green is very deep, not very wide. Big runoff areas on both sides of this green. A par here is a solid number.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Watch this one break.
Ooh. Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
We'll take a tap in any day for par. There's no doubt about it, Rich. This is an outstanding position to be in.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be, ahead of the pack.
Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous swing. He's setting up for his second shot.
Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
Is that right? I think so.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say. Sitting at -7. Outright first here. Putting for a par now.
Leading by 3 strokes now. Hole number 11 is a par 4.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
Just needs this one to kick right. That's just inside the range.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And he moves to 8 under now. The 12th hole is a par 4.
Playing this shot from 120 yards.
Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. And from the greenside rough here.
Bogey putt coming up here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole. Going with the 5-wood. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Got to be careful here. This is downhill.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
He's got this for his par.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 14th is a par 5. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Woo-wee. They show movies on flights shorter than that.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
So close. Oh, good look at birdie here. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And that will take him to 8 under. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Welcome to the par 4 15th hole. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Luke, that one was humongous.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
This putt coming up is for birdie. And that's back-to-back birdies as we head down the stretch.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
The 16th is a par 3. Opting for the 5-iron. Wow, what happened there? This would be a great up and down. Now it's time to get the putter out. That's safely on the surface. John, have you got a read on this one?
This putt is going to start out straight and it'll move a little to the right after that.
Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
We have a par 4 on this one.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Oh, that is crushed. Is this one going to hang on to the fairway? That's not a bad outcome. I know it's not on the fairway, but it'll do. Second shot here on the 17th. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
This one starting out way out to the right.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. The 18th hole is a par 5. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? He's standing over his 3rd shot. Always frustrated by missing a green. Chip in here, and he'll steal the title. All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. That's so close, but never mind. Just missing the putt. When you're good enough to tame TPC San Antonio, you deserve to don the cowboy boots and big champion's hat. Congratulations to our Valero Texas Open winner.
Time to take those out and do a little two-stepping on to the next tournament. Luke, what a win here in Texas.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 1 of the Legends Championship is about to begin. Andrew Catalan here, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. We've got an incredible day of golf ahead. Let's find out who will go low. Let's get down to the first hole.
What a drive. Look at that.
Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here. Going with less club. Let's see how this turns out.
If this goes in, we'd call it a bomb. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
And this putt should go left to right here.
3 feet remain. The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
Steady as she goes. Nice start.
The second at Lone Grove.
Sweeping dog leg from right to left. Downhill with your second shot to a green that has a massive false front on the right-hand side. Do not come up short. Long and left is the best bailout area.
Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
He's going to want to double check the yardage book here because this is downhill.
He's got a very long way to go.
Starting this one way out to the right. Let's see if it turns.
This putt is for par, and it would be a big one. And no change on the scorecard. He is still at even par. The third hole is a par 3.
Downhill ever so slightly to a large green that runs from front to back right. Do not come up short or to the left. Water could be found.
Wow, that one was just a little bit off. Looking to get up and down from here. Oh, almost had it. He needs this one to save par. And after that, he remains at even par. Let's take a closer look at the par 5 fourth.
Back uphill for your tee shot, but down the hill ever so slightly for your second shot. Plenty of room around this green, but in order to make birdie and or eagle, your short game must be spot on.
Well, Beamer, we're now off and running with the first major event of this season here at the Legends Championship. And for those folks who may not know, what's the significance of these 4 big events on the PGA Tour schedule?
Andrew, the first thing is it's the prestige that comes from winning it. It's the history in the game, the legacy of your career defining, it's life changing. There's a multitude of things that happen to a player when they win one of these 4 major events. It's otherworldly. It puts you into a different stratosphere as a player.
It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Not a long par 4 here. The fairway cambers from left to right pretty steeply. Also chases away from you. Second shot slightly back up the hill. 3 bunkers behind it. Do not come up short of it, or CJ's Creek will be found.
Should find the green. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Here at Lone Grove Golf Course, the 6th hole is a par 4 measuring a decent 465 yards, Rich, all the way back there at the tips.
Probably the most challenging tee shot on this course. CJ's Creek down the entire left-hand side. Second shot, should it find the fairway, pretty straightforward, as this green complex is devoid of any hazards.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Trying to get 3 under par with this putt. John, what's the line on this putt?
It's going downhill and to the right.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Looking at the leaderboard now, and this player is currently in first, with Max Homa in second.
The 7th is a par 3 with 3 greenside bunkers.
Long par 3 down the hill, but plenty of room to land your tee shot out to the left and have it camber onto the green.
This putt from a good distance away.
Starting this one out to the right. Let's watch it break.
That putt goes in. Time to make a move. Over to number 8. It's a par 4.
Slight dog leg from right to left. Fairway contours from right to left, making this a little bit narrower than it actually is. Second shot to a green that sits above the player with a large runoff area to the right-hand side.
And now this from about 150 yards away.
Wind straight down.
Not a bad shot right there. A chance here to get to 3 under par. Oh, almost. A par putt tap in. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. The 9th hole is a short par 5.
Dog legs from left to right. Just avoid those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. Second shot straight back up the hill. Dotted with 3 bunkers, but what a great opportunity to make a birdie on this closing hole in the front 9.
Well, Rich, not only is Max extremely talented on the course, but everyone seems to love him off the course as well.
The king of Twitter now roasting all the other players in the field this week. What an unbelievable performance. This guy's got it all. His swing is phenomenal. The short game is there. Makes the big putts when he needs to. His game all around is as good as anybody's when he's in full flight. It's a lot of fun to watch him play.
And now after that hole, we've got only one name atop the leaderboard. It's our featured player. The 10th hole is a par 4.
A shortish par 4 in length, dog leg from right to left. No bunkers anywhere to be found on this green. However, the one big hazard is the green itself, undulating on every square inch of it.
I've got about 160 yards to the hole here.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
This putt to get to 5 under.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
What an absolutely massive putt to sink. Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 3.
Here we are at the 11th hole, a par 3.
Long par 3 back up the hill. It's got bunkers front and to the left. This green runs diagonally from left to right. Really difficult to get your tee shot close with the pins on the left-hand side.
A bit wild on approach there.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
This putt is about 8 feet. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. The 12th hole here at Lone Grove Golf Club, 543 yards, par 5.
Dog leg from right to left. Generous landing area, but that's when the big decision comes into play. Go for it or lay it up.
Is there anything classier than someone that could hit a driver off the deck? So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that takes him to 6 under. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
A dog leg from right to left. Big hitters are going to try and cut as much off of CJ's Creek as possible, leaving themselves with a very short wedge shot to a pretty inviting green, it must be said.
Lining up from around 160 yards.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
Okay, one extra club.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup.
Just a short putt remaining here. Currently 6 under for the event. On the tee now, the par 5, 14th.
Only the longest in the game are able to get it home in 2. You must find the fairway. Those that go for it, though, must be strategic in where they lay up, as this green has got a lot of movement to it and tough to get a chip shot close.
Look like this one's heading to the beach. It's a chance for a good shot here from the fairway bunker. That was well played. Got a fair piece of it. Never easy out of the fairway bunker. Always difficult to get a gauge of the exact distance when playing uphill to the green. Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make.
Starts off looking good.
This is going right at the hole. And that's all she wrote.
4 holes to go at Lone Grove. Here's the 15th.
Long par 4 back down the hill. Fairway tilts from right to left. Second shot to a green that chases away from you. But be mindful that water in the back comes into play should any shots chase away from you.
This one's right of the green.
This is a long way away. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
And just this short one left for par. As we move on to the next hole, the lead is at 4. 4 greenside bunkers surround the 16th green.
I love this hole. Short par 3 with lots of movement, lots of danger, though, should you miss this green. Beautiful par 3.
Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. And now teeing off on this par 4.
This brings all the excitement you could ever want in a major championship. A drivable par 4, massive green. You can find the green, but birdie is not guaranteed. Do you lay it up or do you go for it?
Okay, that's going to play. Here's a putt to get to 8 under par for the event. So close. Moving along. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is up by 5. The closing hole at Lone Grove is a dogleg left, a par 4.
Massive amounts of room out to the right-hand side. However, hug the trees as best you can to leave a shortish second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front.
Let's see if 8-iron was the right club. From here, he's got to be thinking 2 putts. Henny, how tricky is this one?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
A 3-footer coming up. And a nice way to finish with a par on the closing hole. folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. Not bad, Rich.
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
Well, that will do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching.